So, should you watch Chains Up? Why would I ask that? Obviously, you are going to watch it. It's one of the most anticipated animes since almost 2 years ago, even higher than Attack on Titan, its final season, part 3000.5. Sorry, I really wanted to make that joke. And I can imagine being you. Only anime watcher, watching everyone hyping this out and not understanding why. How there's a chains in his head? Who is that character? Why is everyone barking at the trailer reveal? Too many questions, but hype as fuck, right? And here's an answer. Tatsuki Fujimoto, its creator. So, before answering this question, let's get to know Fujimoto's career. He started like any other mangaka, inspired by great authors and beginning as a child until 2011 at the age of 18ish, he presented his first one-shot called There Were Two Chickens in the Garden. And this work is really interesting, because for a boy of his age to tell a well-structured story with changes of perspective and intrigue that continues to evolve with every page you turn is not only a skill, but a talent. But what is it about? I slip in. Good morning, mother. Good morning, Yuhei. Eat the bread that is in the fridge. The mommy-chan come to get you. You shouldn't make such a cute girl wait. Morning. Thanks for always waiting for me. It's not like I'm waiting just for you or anything. The story revolves around our world that was invaded by aliens. They took roles of humans while humanity is almost extinct because they were eaten by aliens. But there are two survivors who took roles of chickens to hide among the aliens. Because apparently the aliens are so stupid. This continues when a weird alien discovers them, and with that, everyone discovers them too, only for an alien to save them, but it doesn't take long for the police to arrive and kill the hero. But one of the humans was a monster disguised for his ideals, and to end it with a to be continued. Where did you find inspiration for this work? When I was 17, I wasn't really thinking about anything, so I drew without thinking too much. How long did it take to create? I didn't create a storyboard and went right into inking because it was my first time. So 0 days storyboarding and about 3 months inking. With this one shot, he was nominated for the December Jamesque Monthly Award, but sadly he didn't win. Why? Well, there's this comment from the editorial department. His ideas are incredible. However, the structure that comes with the storyboarding is lacking. Maybe because he didn't make a storyboard since the beginning. The fact that the point of view changes between characters so frequently also makes it difficult to read. But precisely the fact that the point of view changes makes it so unique, making it its strongest feature in this one shot. Because instead of reading it from the main protagonist's shoes, it feels like we witness the scene from our own perspective, with an opportunity to develop the characters much more. With this kind of talent, it was said to wait until the storytelling was refined. As I said in my Spy X Family video, manga works like this. There are 3 outcomes: serialization, rejected, or they just can't grind them, meaning they can use their skills to help great mangakas as an assistant until they can prove themselves by winning a manga award and submitting once again a new one-shot for serialization. So this is another example of grinding. Well, and because I guess they were preoccupied with their studies. If I hadn't debuted by the time I graduated university, I will die. I told him that he should aim to debut within 2 years. I never knew he'd made up his mind to die. And as his editor told him, Fujimoto waited 2 years. And while waiting, he entered the Tohoku University of Art and Design, studying Western painting, until 2013 when he submitted 4 one-shots, and the wait was worth it. Paper Planes and Sasaki Has Stopped the Bullet both won monthly awards. And that's not all. Love is Blind got an honorary mention in the magazine. But wait, there's more. The next 3 one-shots were published directly in Jump SQ without the need to win a manga award, until Fire Punch came on the scene in 2016. The frozen yearn for the fire. Luna! Get it in one stroke! Don't tense up, brother! Brother, you don't look so good. Let's take a break. I'm fine. We'll be done for today after the 7, right? Keep chopping, Luna. In this world, there are some people who are gifted with what can be said to be powers. And this winter seems that it will never end, has killed many people. The village only survives by eating from the arms of this gifted child, until some people appear out of nothing. And well, you can say they... I don't want to tell you too much because I don't want to spoil it for you. You should read it. Fire Punch is Fujimoto's first achievement. Besides having lasted 2 years, it's a real work of art that accumulates a lot of emotion in each strip. If I could say it in a way, it's like every shonen protagonist, but in that spectrum that will behave in a more realistic way, with more human thoughts without going out of the fiction. The reception was nice, not great, but nice. The series was ranked 15 in this 2017 recommended comics by bookstore employees nationwide survey by online bookstore Honya Club. After that, he submitted 2 more one-shots, till the very greatest. So how is Chainsaw Man going to reshape the anime industry? To answer this question, we have to know how Fujimoto approaches these 3: characters, drawing, and plot. Yeah, you can say that's a whole manga, but hear me out. It's the way he approaches them. Chainsaw Man and Fujimoto approach the characters in a different way than most anime or manga protagonists, where the psychology of the characters is much more important to the story than the lore. Most shonen anime protagonists have this dream of becoming the best at, I don't know, volleyball, God of the World, Pirate King, etc. And most of them never stop trying to achieve that dream that they fight for until the last second. That's why there are many training arcs or character development arcs in most of these contents. But in Fujimoto's works, that path that all characters go through doesn't exist. What Fujimoto does is to take a normal person and explore their development in a specific situation that has to be interesting. From simple humans living under an alien invasion in chicken costumes to people who eat a child's limbs. Characters who doubt themselves every time and fear to fail, or in most cases, death. The plot has to be unique and interesting, with some twist that makes the reader at least care. For example, take Boku no Hero. It's about a normal shonen, a world full of superheroes, and a boy who has no quirk gets one from the best super. It will be more interesting if there was an approach of the boys and Boku. I don't know if something like that happens in the manga, sorry. Or maybe a boy who didn't want to have a quirk, but happens to get the power and tries to make sense of it. A twist that makes it interesting. Finally, the art or drawings. Fujimoto approaches a style where it looks realistic, where you can see that it is properly a human being, not just like an anime like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, or even Attack on Titan. With this approach, the story as well as the characters feel real, something that can really happen to you. And with this, many authors have been trying to approach this kind of psychological genre to make their stories with a lot more of meaning, but in the shonen demographic. The perfect example of how this is going to change is Attack on Titan. Chainsaw Man will start a new generation of viewers who will look for more animes with a lot more complex stories and realistic, just like Attack on Titan did, but different. That's why you will see how some mangakas will start working in stories with these attributes, and of course, more gruesome, because now this demographic is starting to accept this approach in some titles. But there's a problem. Yes, the anime is a bit overrated and overhyped even before it comes out. We have to see the audience reception to know if it's going to change the industry. But because it's overhyped, it can be dangerous for the reception, because obviously it's not a perfect story. It doesn't even conclude. But that's why we have a second part, right? But it is a really amazing story that you don't have to miss, because at the end of the day, what matters is that the story be interesting. Just enjoy it. So I guess this is the end of the video. Yeah, I couldn't upload last week because I was working on this, but hey, I think it was worth it. So if you enjoy it, give it a like, and if you like this type of content, why don't you subscribe? It's free. What am I saying? Thanks for watching the video. See you later.